Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Couple quite good cards in this draft. Village Elder, Wood Collector, Lady in Waiting, Baker's Servant. I think I'm gonna go with Lady in Waiting as the best card in this pile. It's really strong. So I actually think this pick is quite easy, and it's Lady of the Manor. With Lady in Waiting, I want to take cards that increase my point ceiling for a pretty farm, and this is one that does that. So I hope you guys are doing well today. Playing with Dr. Game, of course, Nathan, PQP, and Marskok. Don't know anything about PQP. Marskok I've played with several times. Good player. Okay, some interesting stuff here. I think Treasure Hunter is really fun and strong, but I think probably with Lady of the Manor, Livestock Keeper or Horseman are a bit better, and I'm going to go with Livestock Keeper. Oh, and this is a pretty easy pick. Definitely Hewer. I love this card. I think it's so good and so fun. Having lots of stone is always really fun. Okay, so this is actually an interesting choice. Baker's Servant is really powerful. Not sure that it goes with Livestock Keeper that well. The big thing is just that you need a way of getting lots of grain, which I haven't seen yet. But I might get one with my minor improvements. The alternative would be Hide Farmer, with Lady in Waiting wanting to do a 3-room stone house if I do 5 fields, and I did 4 spaces for pastures, then hide farmer would be a 3-point card. But you know what? I'm going to try for the higher point ceiling, especially with Hewer. Well, I'm not going to take Mayor Candidate just because I think Hewer can kind of screw me. Don't want to get negative points. So yeah, I'll go with Vine Dresser here. So now I really want a way of accumulating animal crops. Something like grain cart or corn scoop would be just perfect. If you guys want to know when I do go live, check me out. If you go to twitch.tv/play_agricola and follow me on there, then anytime I'm live, you get like a notification. And similarly with YouTube, if you subscribe, you can turn on notifications for channels when I put a video on. Of course, YouTube, it doesn't make as much sense because it's not time sensitive. But with Twitch, obviously, being live, it's more time sensitive. The draft is just going a tiny bit slowly, but that's fine. I'm sure once the game gets going, we'll be fine. I'm going to take Pioneer here. I really am not a fan of Entrepreneur. Actually, I guess if I use Entrepreneur with Vine Dresser, it might be okay, but what's the odds that I have no wood when I want to play Vine Dresser? I'll go with this other card here. So this is a difficult choice here. Treasure map is really strong. Um, occupations would be lady in waiting, lady of the manor, hewer, and maybe pioneer, maybe livestock keeper. Coffee break's always great, but I probably don't need to take it here. Greenhouse probably will come back. Or corn rick. Probably one of those two on the rebound would be good. But then treasure map would be really strong, I think. Eliminates my need to play vine dresser or baker's servant. This pick. Hmm. This is the strongest card, definitely. And I already know I have a decent stone income. So yeah, I'll go with nail basket here. Being able to fence at any time is like multiple times without too much work is always really good. Ooh, well, alms basket is great, but really doesn't go with my occupations at all. Not worth destroying my game for one card. So I'm between lamp oil and amusement park. And I think my occupations are mostly late game ones, so I like amusement park here. This pick, 100% cow chips. Easy pick. Exactly what I was looking for. So even if I only am taking one at a time, it's going to let me get to the max much easier. Okay, so unfortunately that other card, Greenhouse didn't come back, but I think Cornrick is quite good for me. Um, Plowing a field with one action early on should be easy enough to do. And maybe I can even plow with treasure map theoretically, although playing treasure map and then Cornrick would probably be difficult. But or treasure map, then another occupation, then yeah. Actually, you know what? Treasure map might work. Can you play? I don't remember if you can plow immediately when you play treasure map. That might make a difference, but probably I'd take Cornrick either way. Um, hmm. All of these are pretty weak. Let's go with snack time, because worst case it's start player, pay a food to play to plow a field. And this one, both of these cards are good, but gold medal has to be played earlier, so lamp oil. Oh, Marskak took Rooster. Nice. Must have taken that with one of his first 3 cards. Let's see what he has in mind for us. Ooh, turkey beater first. So I'll play an occupation as well. I want to play my occupations early. Get Hero out of the way, because it has the earliest time limit of any of my occupations, so makes sense to play it first, I think. It is nice to play it like when you're going to get the payout immediately in round 3, but playing it here I think is just fine. Everyone saw it, so I have other cards I would rather hold on to. So because of my minor, I like plow here. 2 wood is fine, but I think the plow will be a little bit better long term. So probably want to try to take 3 clay in round 3, because it's very common that 4 clay gets taken. So I want to make sure my hero triggers before then. Hmm. 2 read or another occupation. Hmm. I'm gonna play my occupation, I think. It's interesting from Mousecock here. I think three clay is not that likely to be taken, and if I don't take two clay here, there's a chance I don't have to take two clay in round three. But if I do, I get the same amount of clay either way. So, I will play Cornrick here. Get on start player. Although I don't really want to start player, I want to go late in the round with Hewer in round three. So I'll instead do two read. Do need a couple food. I'd like a nice fishing action, that would be handy. The second harvest will be pretty difficult, but if I could build clay oven in round seven, that would be really nice. I didn't see that many other ways of getting grain, so it's possible that I'll get it. Oh, someone took two clay. So there have been three two clay actions, two by Marskak, one by Dr. Game. So that's very interesting. What if Marskak is kind of trying to chase people off of the fireplace or cooking hearth? Because obviously with Turkey Breeder and with sheep coming as early as it did, it's very attractive for him. Oh, nice. Acquirer from Marskak. Okay. Makes a lot of sense. So he's going for a cooking hearth. I could read stone food, but actually, you know what? I probably need the food. I was going to say that I should take three wood so I can build a room, but I think the food's going to be pretty useful. So yeah, I would imagine Marskak's goal is to get a pair of cattle as early as possible. Because of course that breeds four food per harvest compared to sheep which only breeds two. Wonder if Nathan's deciding how aggressively he should go after the two clay fireplace. Oh, okay. Was that his first pick? I don't think I saw that card. Well, I mean, Marskak's just going to grab the three sheep here. But it does make Marskak's decision a little more difficult about if he can acquire at the start of round four or not. Because if he does acquire, then he needs to make sure he can get the cooking hearth, or else he'll have food problems. And I'm gonna gamble that Clay's not getting taken. This is a pretty reasonable start for me. We'll need food in the next round, so we'll see how I get that. I might get four food fishing, which would be pretty handy. And if I can play Lady of the Manor and build a room in the next two rounds, that would be really just exactly what I'm looking for. Ooh, tiniest bit greedy here by Maroskok acquiring the cattle, just because Dr. Game might do the cooking hearth upgrade. Wow, which he does. Interesting. So Maroskok really hoping that PQP does not decide to go for fishing. I don't think he will. I think he'll probably take 2 reed, but you never know. And then hopefully I get on Reedstone food. That's what I would like. And then if 4 clay gets taken, second action 2 clay. Not great, but it's 2 clay, a food, and a stone. So I think it's not bad. Ooh, brushwood, okay. Brushwood roof. This is where I'm happy that I played my timing occupations the way that I did, because now I have the most amount of time to react to activate Hewer again or to play Lady the Manor. Okay, guess I'm taking 2 clay here, and that's alright. I don't mind that. 2 clay, a food, and a stone. Although, is 3 clay gonna get taken? I guess this is what I was talking about last round too, because if I don't take it here, then they both get to 4 clay in round 6, and then both of them probably get taken. So yeah, that's an okay sequence for me if they both get taken actually. So I'm going to... Ooh, this is a bit of a difficult choice. Can't afford to play an occupation. Can't build the well. There's 2 wood available, but I think I can do better than 2 wood. I'm going to take 1 grain so that I can build a cooking instrument. This does mean, unfortunately, that getting Lady of the Manor out in round 5 becomes probably almost impossible. And you know what? Oh, PQP is going to build here, right? Forgot about Brushwood momentarily. Well, let's see what Maroskok does. I imagine he'll cooking hearth here. No, playing the 2 killer fireplace. I guess that makes sense because he is going to eat sheep before he eats cattle. So I'm just going to very happily take 4 wood. Ooh, ooh, very interesting. Okay. So I have a pretty good idea of what miner Dr. Game has in hand. See if you can guess it based on his coffee break play. What two cards actually? We can guess what two cards he has. And if he can make it work, it's gonna be really cool. Um, do need food. Be nice to be able to get on Major Minor at some point, but that's not happening for a little bit. I could eat my grain and play Lady the Manor, but I think then my feeding is going to be really hard, so I'll just do Reedstone Food again. Interested to see what Nathan does here. He might do 3 clay, which would make me sad. Would make me very sad. Might do 2 sheep though. Yeah. I'm a little surprised that Mariskok didn't take lamp oil, considering he could have drafted it 6 in the same pile as snack time, and that was a pretty weak pile. And maybe he's not planning on playing that many occupations, but just with the turkey breeder acquirer play, I think that would have been nice for him. But you never know. Alright, Dr. Game first action building a room. Makes a lot of sense. I think based on Mariskok's resources, I'm safe to not start player, and I can build room with my first action round 7 if need be. I get a food and a stone from my hewer. Yeah, so what do I want to do? Build the well. Building the well or build Basket Maker's Workshop. Although I have a use for my reed at the moment. 1 for Reno, 2 for my miners. Yep. So I think the well could be quite good. Ooh, greenhouse for Mariskok. Interesting. On start player too. I wonder if he's just getting it out. Like just wants to make sure that it gets played. Yeah, so I think second action will be 4 clay, and then I should be able to build the clay oven in round 7. And that looks pretty good. I think the start player greenhouse was just... Oh, maybe he thinks he's getting 6 wood. Or... Well, who knows? It's difficult to say. Maybe he has like Reno clay hut extension or something up his sleeve. He might. He absolutely might. Too bad that I haven't been able to get corn rick out yet. That extra grain makes a pretty big difference. 2 grain versus 1. Huge improvement because you can bake one and sow the other. I have the last action of this round, which is handy for my hewer. Means I'm either going to take 4 clay or what would my alternative be? Probably taking wood. Definitely taking wood, yeah. Because triggering the hewer again would get to my 4 food, which is enough to feed in the next harvest. Oh, remodeler, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So he's going to first action Reno. Yeah, so he's going to Reno and cooking hearth upgrade so that he can eat cattle. And so then what'll I do with my first move? Do I want to force him to start player? Probably not. Probably I want to take 6 clay and then clay oven. Six clay looks pretty good to me. And it sucks that I'm growing last in this game, and it sucks that I'm gonna have to put in work to not grow last. Like, Nathan might jump me in the family growth queue again. Very possible. So I'm gonna have to do some work to make sure that I grow fourth. Maybe I don't need to clay oven here. Maybe I build room second action, and I can trust that I can play clay oven later. And it leaves Reno stone oven available to me. Okay, yeah, that seems fine. Because Marskok's gonna Reno cooking hearth upgrade. I'm very confident of that. I would like to get my miners out so I can play treasure map. It's coming quite late. Much later than I expected. But my feeding has been not as nice as I would have thought. I mean, it's fine. My feeding's been fine. I'm set up well for the round 9 harvest. Ooh, powder keg, interesting. So, trying to think about what Stonehouse cards I saw in the draft. So I'll build the room here so that I can start player first action next round if I think it's necessary. Might be able to take wood, and then I could stable block Nathan if I needed to, if he decided to try and jump. But I don't think he will. Well, he might. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I really don't know. I like Marscock's setup a lot. Very nice. Acquirer with Turkey Breeder and Remodeler. Very nice. Let's see what PQP does here. I would like for him to take 5 clay so that I can get a Hewer tick in round 8. He might do 4 wood, 5 clay. Doesn't need food. Might do traveling players. Doesn't need to. Acquirer is a very fun card. Paying 2 food to get a cattle early on, you're getting 2 food per round. Very nice. Oh, too bad. 5 clay went untaken. Too bad. So sad for me. But you know what? If Hewer gets me well and clay oven, I guess I did read stone food several times. But it's gotten me a good amount of stones, so I'm pretty happy. Uh, I probably gotta take 6 wood, right? Even if Nathan tries to jump me, probably gotta do it. Because now I can build a room block rather than just stable block. Best case scenario, someone else takes start player so that I can build. I can do Reno clay oven. Wonder if PQP does 4 read here, maybe? 4 read so that he can basket maker's workshop. Nice amount of food. I'm looking forward to what Nathan does with his. I'll say one more time. Can you guys remember what cards Nathan has? Dr. Game. But if hopefully you figured it out. But if not, the cards are Wealthiest European, and the other one is Grain Bag or something. Basically, he has a minor improvement that says if you have no played occupations, you get 1 grain for every 2 rounds played, so it's worth 3 grain at this point, and Wealthiest European will get him a ton of resources. That joinery move is very interesting. I wonder what he's thinking. Play Cornrick, a food to get a grain is okay, conversion. Could do Nail Basket, but I don't know. We'll play Nail Basket on Family Growth. Don't need to play it quite yet. Yeah, so Nathan building a room. It's a good thing I did start player. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, he had 2 moves after me, so I think not too much more that I could have done about that. But there's Sculptor's Son. I was wondering why PQP built the joinery, but it makes a lot of sense now. Extra 2 wood every time you do a wood action is fantastic. So I wonder if this is Reno or if this is just Major Minor. If it's depending on what it is, I might be in a little bit of trouble for my feeding. Might have to end up going on day labor. If these guys block me out of Major Minor, I'll be in a lot of trouble. But hard to say, you never know. Phew. I can relax. So I build the clay oven, get 5 food. So I'd like a different way of feeding in round 11 just because I would like to be able to sow my 1 grain, and I'd also like to not have to take a 1 grain action. But probably if I'm going to sow it, a 1 grain action is 5 food, so it's not a terrible move, but 1 grain space is not all that strong, so I don't want to do it more than I have to. I have enough clay to do, yeah, here we go, here we go. And I think we can guess what his second action will be. It's going to be playing Wealthiest European. And then I would think he probably goes for the stone oven, because with 4 grain, the stone oven is 8 food. Very nice 8 food. He would lose out on one coffee break food though, so we shall see. Hopefully my hero triggers this round. PQP probably does traveling players and maybe 3 wood, maybe 4 clay. We would get him to 15 wood though, which is a nice number. Not that he's gonna fence because he's gonna build another room first, but still good. That's too bad. So I can't take clay and then build stone oven. At least not for a little bit. That's alright, the stone can be for stone reno, and it can be for my fencing with nail basket. So I'm in a pretty good spot. I can take 3 wood next round and fence 13, which is a nice amount. Covers a lot of spaces. And there we go. And he took off his coffee break food. Perfect. Yeah, so he's gonna run out of stone and build the clay oven. Well played by Dr. Game. And it looks like he's looking at 6 wood next round as well, so oh, interesting. That's some interesting fencing by PQP. So Nathan's just remembering that he wants to eat a reed with his basket maker's workshop, so wants to take another reed. That's fine with me. Because then he's gonna want to do reedstone food anyways. With basket maker's workshop, it's 4 food in a stone. Oh, maybe he did do it right. I thought he took a reed initially. Guess I'm confused. When it's a stone as well. I wonder if he took officer with his first pick or something like that. If he did, I mean, his wood's a little tight, but great improvement points already. And his feeding is set for the next 4 rounds. So yeah, we'll see. Really nice play by Dr. Gabe. Now he just needs to run it home with some nice wood grabs or something. So, what do I want to do here? Probably play an occupation and then take wood and fence, I think. Oh, scholar, beautiful. So he can play the rest of his occupations with scholar. Really nice. Oh, acreage. That's actually really nice. So he wants to go on sow. So that might be a problem for me, because if he sows, then I cannot. I have to reconsider playing baker servant here. Because if I take a grain, then playing baker servant, and yeah, that could be quite good. We'll see. I'm gonna have 3 food and I need 6. So yeah, pottery on its own is not enough. I'll need more than that. Guess I could play just on major minor amusement park. Hmm. That leaves cow chips and lamp oil to play after treasure map. I probably want to get treasure map out first. So I'm thinking probably livestock keeper. Although vine dresser is looking okay at this point. I don't know. This is difficult. This is actually a really difficult point in the game. I'm not sure what the best thing to do is. So taking grain seems like the obvious play so that I can do a sow bake next round. I would really like to get plow servant, baker servant off before I do that. But doing both is too difficult. So I'm not really sure. Vine dresser is possible. Treasure map is still possible. Oh, I didn't realize I blocked PQP by doing that. Ooh, wow. Village Elder, really nice. 2 wood, nice 3 points locked up because he's way ahead in major improvements. Oh man, passing 2 cattle sucks so much, but I'm gonna starve if I don't do this, so there we go. I forgot I need late. I just realized I need late in waiting too, so 8 food is perfect. So just playing it safe here. So if I can get 2 cattle with my next action, that would be ideal. I could also do start player because amusement park and cow chips are both great for me. Did I pass any plows? I'm not sure that I did. Hmm. Oh man, can I get 2 cattle back? That would be pretty good, but it's 8 food for Mousecock who needs food, so thinking I'm probably not getting it. Oh, nice. Perfect. 2 cattle's great action for me. So last move, maybe Reno Amusement Park, maybe Reno Cow Chips. maybe Reno lamp oil. Those look good. Amusement park better than lamp oil, I guess. But other than that, amusement park or cow chips. One food is nice, but losing out on a potential cow chips, so if I get plow so next round, for example, would make me sad. There's the baker's oven. So maybe I don't reno at all. Maybe I go for the stone oven that just became available. Actually, no. PQP probably is going to reno stone oven, I would think. He's got the resources for it. I gotta decide, am I gonna play baker servant? Like, I got lots of stuff I gotta figure out. I guess 2 more renos are like easy points, especially with 3 minor improvements that I want to play. Okay, so Dr. Game did start player Baker's Oven. So I want to... Oh, do I want to take 3 clay here? Would be nice to be able to play Baker's Servant, for example. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the right move is here. I could just take vegetable. Taking vegetable is simple, or I could take sheep. Taking sheep is simple. Or I could take clay to try and get Hewer to trigger again. Because Hewer triggering one more time would get me to a stone oven, or a stone house. But you know what, I'll probably get it before the end of the game, so... yeah, 2 sheep looks okay. So I feed 6 and 2 for Lady in Waiting. Not too often you see a stable returned and then rebuilt. Quite fun. Ooh, family growth. Okay, so I think probably PQP or Maruskak is going to start player. Ooh, Dr. Game baked all the rest of his grain. Not so sure about that one. I guess having your feeding 100% settled is fantastic. And you know what? He's going up to 5 people. He has the actions. He can afford to do it. So what do I want to do? 2 boar, probably, if it comes to me. Or do I start player? Both of them are good. And then do I play cow chips or do I play amusement park on start player? Decisions, decisions. I think these guys have been letting the animal spaces accumulate, so I think I'm gonna go for start player if it's available. Getting either Plauso or family growth would be fantastic. That first action Reno is a little unusual. Wonder what PUP is thinking. Reno's not really contested. I guess maybe he's thinking that I will, but I don't know. Okay, Marskak passing me corn on the cob. Cool. I'll grab 2 boar. That works for me. So I think what I'll do is I'll play occupation, baker servant, then take grain, and then sow bake. Take 1 grain. Yeah. Although that play gets a little worse if Marskak passes me plow sow, which I think he will. I think I get plow sow next round. So maybe I should just do corn chips and take vegetable. And then I plan on building that fireplace and eating sheep and cattle, which would be fine. Playing corn chips this round would be nice. So I plow, take vegetable, major minor. Yeah, that might work. Nice thing about Dr. Game and Mars Cock being in stone already, I know I can get to a stone house at the end of the game, which is cool. Oh, animal pen. This is a little late. A little later than normal, at least. 2 wood for 4 food and a point. I guess it's okay. Although he did block, he blocked on the space I wanted to go on. That's too bad. Well, I could play an occupation here, but probably I'll just take vegetable. That's simple. Maybe I will still play Baker Servant, So Bake, because then I can start player Cow Chips to get Plow So at the end of the game. Yeah, Plow So in the last round would be nice. We're being really nice to the pottery, letting all these clay spaces get big. They're being nice to me too, of course, with the hewer. Hmm. Could still play Livestock Keeper, because Livestock Keeper would help me max out on cattle. It would give me a boar to eat, so I could do that rather than start player and so bake. I don't know, this is difficult. This is really difficult. Probably worth getting a fireplace just because of the food available. So then, do I bake here? Are those my two actions? Baker's servant and then so bake? Or, yeah, I think that looks best to me, probably. I probably need to get the fireplace as well as baking, so both are fine. Stable hand for Dr. Kane. Didn't quite set this cow chips up properly, which is disappointing, because I'm only probably going to be able to sow one extra good with cow chips, but you know what? It's a 2-point move, because it'll get me an extra vegetable, and it's a point itself, so I think it's fine. Dr. Game so big, very nice. And I'm giving him another plow next round, so he gets to his minimum points for plows, which is good. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind playing amusement park and lamp oil, so I can do both of those on Reno, or I can take clay and build a fireplace. Probably I need the food for the fireplace. Oh, this is nice. Stonehouse extension for PQP. Although it means his fencing is going to be pretty weak, so I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care about fencing so much thanks to Treasure Hunter. Hard to say. Oh, maybe Plow gets back to me. If Plow got back to me, that would be pretty nice. Just because it'll let me sow both my resources. And then last two moves could be 8 clay and then fireplace. Or 5 food. 5 food or 1 grain. Both of those are good as well. If I could do grain and then sow bake, that would just be perfect. Plow grain, sow bake, something like that. No, that's fine. It was a pipe dream. I'm going to take the clay because then I can play Livestock Keeper here. And Livestock Keeper would be nice. So if I double breed cattle once, that gets me to 6. And then I would double breed like sheep or boar for the 1 extra food. I guess double breed cattle twice because that's the most extra food for me. And then I get a boar from Livestock Keeper itself. So that works out. I'll get to 5 boar or 3 boar. Both are fine. So the Lady of the Manor is going to come out to the pretty lowest common denominator a little bit. I'm only going to do 2, maybe 3 categories. Well, I'm going to do 3, maybe 4 categories. Skok is looking like he gets grain and vegetables if he gets a sow action next round. PQP, probably not. Maybe vegetables and fences. And I get fences, vegetables, and cattle. Oh, you know what? I don't need to double breed cattle because Livestock Keeper gives me a cattle. No, I'm gonna need to eat cattle, so I'll just double breed cattle the rest of the way. Yeah, I'm not sure about that Baker server play. I needed to do the sow anyways, yes, or the plow anyways, yes, but I don't know. So gotta remember, yeah, didn't do my cattle breeder that well, unfortunately, didn't plan it out. Well, Sunday worker, that's nice for Dr. Game. So we can Sunday work the plow space, for example. All right, what do I have left? Um, Not possible for me to max bore. Is possible for me to max plow if I plow and then sow bake. Well, just bake. And then I've got 2 renos to do. Yeah, so my last 2 actions are going to be reno. Maybe family growth is fine. Let's see, if I eat 2 sheep, a boar, that's 6 food. I have 7. And then I can afford to do, I get 3 food from cattle, and I can double breed. So 10 is my limit, is that right? So 4, 5, cattle puts me at 8. The 1 food on the board is 9. Or the 1 food in my farm. Is that right? Not sure if I'm doing this math right. But in any case, I'm pretty sure blocking Sobake is going to save me on the Lady of the Manor. So I think it's worth doing. Plus it's 2 points, so 2 points is good. Actually, probably 3 points because I probably can get another point out of sheep now. So if I eat a cattle, I get to 9 food, and then I pay 1 to double breed, so that's perfect. Perfect. Unfortunately, well, it looks like I probably have the Lady of the Manor. Don't think Marascott can beat me to it. Although, because he can probably tie me. He does stables, pastures, and vegetable. But I don't think he can beat me to it. But he does need to return his turkey breeder. So he would have to do 6 wood, 4 wood, fence. And Reno fence is not available. Damn. So Marascott got locked out of fencing. That's too bad. So yeah, I've definitely won this game then. No question. Play lamp oil, play amusement park. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot I don't get to do an action on, or an improvement on Reno. But that's fine. So looks like I score 44 plus 5 for a total of 49. That's assuming I get the lady in waiting bonus. I'm not 100% that I will. I'm pretty sure I do. Which I think means I win. Oh, no, Nathan has Village Elder. Oh, I forgot about Village Elder. Okay, Nathan probably wins then. He's got one action left. Oh, he does need to feed. Gonna be tight. Oh, no, definitely. He's got points from Cookpot. And yeah, it looks like Nathan has this. Nice. Well done by him. Yeah, and Twibble and Twivel. Yeah, he's got this. He just needs to eat 2 vegetable and he's fine. Really great, really well crafted game by Nathan. Really well crafted. Oh man, Mousecock needs that. Hide Farmer for PQP. So yeah, I was thinking that probably it was a mistake for Dr. Game to bake all his grain. But you know what? Yeah, manages 51. Nicely done. So he beats me by 2 points. See, if I got one more family growth, that would have been good. I was 1 short on boar. I mean, I'm short a plow. I didn't have as many crops as I was supposed to. So that was a problem for me. I should have had much more points from grain. And lamp oil went unplayed. Other than that, though, the game went pretty well. Maybe Hewer could have come at slightly different times, but I really can't say anything about that. I think it probably went. It went well. Um, Maybe I could have double bred boar at one time instead of double breeding cattle. I don't know if the food still works out though. Probably it's point equivalent, so yeah. Nicely done. I'm gonna take a quick look at the draft and yeah. Good warm up for Nathan for tomorrow. So be interested to see we're gonna have our Friday fun day. And here he comes. Hey, good job.
Thanks for letting me win.
That's definitely not what happened.
I'm just kidding.
That was a really well crafted game.
Yeah,
The
Scott first pick.
wealthiest and did you see wealthiest European in that pack?
I can't remember, but maybe.
Was it your 5th pick?
I think it might have been.
Yeah, that's really, really smart then. Because then you can wealthy European and play all your occupations with Scholar, which is exactly what you did. Yeah.
I played all my minors.
Nice.
So many minors.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a difficult game.
Well, I mean, hard to argue with success. I'm going to take a quick look at my draft. Do you want to say that again? Sorry, I wasn't holding down the open mic button.
Oh, you went?
Yeah, sorry, I was typing in the game number. I was only half listening.
Oh, okay.
So Nathan was basically just saying that he thought Marskak was off to a really strong start.
Yeah, with the turkey breeder getting those.
Yeah, I did
cheaper
think
where
that play was a little odd by you. I mean, it worked out, but
it was really tight. I was thinking like if I played safe, I'll play coffee break now. Definitely get buy food and get my wealthy European later. But instead, I was like, if I get that cooking earth before he does, if I starting player, I'll get that cooking earth.
right.
And I think that made his game a lot harder because he had that card where if he gets an extra food every round, right? Because he gets a
Pretty
cap.
much with Acquirer, yeah. So it's extra 2 food while you have 2 people, and extra food while you have 3 people.
That was scary. I thought I was like, I don't want him to run away with it or me lose to him.
Yeah, I mean, he only managed 42 in the end because he didn't have enough wood to do everything.
Yeah.
And you know what? He could have had a crap ton more points if he was able to get on fence at the end of the game. But he got blacked out of fencing, which I think was probably a mistake on, what's his name's part? On the third player.
PQP or something.
PQP, yeah, that was a mistake on his part because he could have done Reno fence in the last round. Instead, he went for fence. Like, he didn't need to Reno in round 13.
Well, I don't know about the Reno situation because I thought you also wanted to Reno as much as you could.
I did, but I would have been happy Renoing around 13 and 14. Would have been better for me actually, because I didn't need the fence action.
I was so aggressive in the middle game there, going for those Renos and stuff. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my scholar wouldn't work. So. Yeah.
It was good. Well, and you know what? Hewer injected a ton of stone into the game, so that was good because I got the well out of the way early. So it let you got what, a 3 stone action?
I did do. I did a 4 stone action to get the stone up and again twice.
Right. Oh, but you didn't need it, right? Because all your stone came from Wealthiest European.
Yeah.
But yeah, we injected a ton of stone into the game.
Yeah, I got 7 from that. Some guy played stone tongs.
So looking at the powers of my first pack, Lady in Waiting is actually the 5th best card. Behind Turkey Breeder, Village Elder, Baker Servant, and Wood Collector. But I mean, I'm happy with that pick. Lady in Waiting is really good. Lady of the Manor is behind Mayor Candidate. But Lady in Waiting is a 4-wood occupation. 4-wood occupations are good.
I should have played Treasure Hunter.
You should have taken it. What did he take? Horseman?
Yeah. That was a
Horseman's nice, but it's kind of hard to make work.
cook would have been fine actually. To cook.
Yeah. If you had played Old Miser, then you don't need to bake as many grain, and you get a bunch more grain points. It's probably about equivalent.
That alms basket giving me all that food was kind of good.
Yeah, it was really good. So I took Livestock Keeper over Treasure Hunter. So with Livestock Keeper and Lady of the Manor, I'm just thinking max as many scoring categories as possible. Especially with Lady in the Waiting, I should be able to do that. 3-room house.
I didn't get a single max category.
Yeah. I thought Marskak would tie me at 3, but he couldn't get his fencing off. Hewer's fantastic. Look at that 4.3 power card. I got 4th. Beautiful. Just a beautiful card. And then Baker Servant came back. I think Baker Servant is really undervalued.
Yeah.
It's really a fantastic card.
Well, let's see, there's Wealthiest European.
Yeah. So it was in your... Oh, so you saw it second. So you first picked Scholar, seeing Manservant.
Yeah.
But then you took Wealthiest European 6. Oh, it makes sense. It's a good play.
Nothing else was really that good in the Scholar pack other than there's one. Oh, it was the Renovator, the Wooden Hut Renovator.
Conservator?
No, when you have a stable, you get an extra.
Oh, Renovator. Yeah. That's a good card.
I was thinking of going for that one. But PQP passed it up, actually.
Yeah, so in my minors, I took Treasure Map. Greenhouse probably would have been better.
What's Treasure Map? Did you play it?
I didn't play it. It's a 4-occupation minor, costs 1 reed, and whenever you play a minor, you can plow a field. So it would have been great for me.
Oh, that's really nice.
Would have been really good for me, but
that'd been good for me too.
Took too long to get out.
Treasure Map's really awesome.
Yeah, it just came too late. Like it would have delayed my Would have delayed my cattle card, my cow chips, and it would have delayed. Well, it wouldn't have delayed lamp oil, but. And then nail basket. I'm happy with that.
Did you play Nail Basket?
Yeah, I did. Nail basket's the card that let me fence when I took stone right away, or when I took wood right away by putting a stone on the space.
Oh, I get it.
And I know with Hewer I have a ton of extra stone. And then amusement park, yeah. So like I drafted well.
I got the alms basket third or fourth.
Yeah, not getting the second grain from Cornrick was painful. I needed that second grain. And then passing you Baker's Oven was bad. I could have done Baker's Oven myself, but I thought with Treasure Map I want cheap. So, but I guess Baker's Oven goes with the other card as well. It would have been a 1 point increase.
Yeah, all my points pretty much came from miners and majors.
Yep.
And stone houses.
Well, in round 8 or 9 or whatever, you had like 10 points from improvements already. It was really good. So yeah, I had a lot of really powerful cards, but Nathan had a stronger game. Nicely done, Nathan.
Thanks.
Not your first win on the site on your own?
No.
You've had a couple others.
I think it's my second.
Second? That was good.
I play way better with the G5, G6s than I do.
Yeah, you like them?
Yeah.
Well, it's because those cards are strong. Honestly, those cards most of them are probably a little strong right now.
They make the miner situation way better. I think they're better on the miners because
Yeah. Anyways, thanks very much for watching this little video. Nathan and I'll be back in less than 24 hours for Friday with friends. We're gonna have fun. Yeah. And you should all listen to Rebecca Black's Friday as well, just to get in the mood. I will do that right now.
All right.
Thanks very much. See you guys next time.